Hello everybody and welcome back to another LEGO review of sets that I own that I haven't done a review on and haven't done a talk about. Now this one's so big that I can't fit it fully in frame, but I'm going to talk about this set because this set is probably one of my all-time favourite LEGO City sets of all time. This set is absolutely amazing, it is awesome. I'm going to take my sweet time to review this set because I cannot get over how amazing it is. It comes with, as you can see in front of me, it comes with technically 7 minifigs. But it does come with a shark and a dog, which bumps it up to 9 technically, because I count them as minifigs, because, you know, they count as miniature versions of characters, of figurines. So yeah, this is genuinely my favourite LEGO City set of all time. It is absolutely massive. It might even be one of the biggest ones in terms of detail, building, and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if you can notice, but I'll talk about it when I get closer to the build. Two pieces of this set fell off as I was bringing it down the stairs. I don't know, I can't find them. I have no idea where they are. It's really depressing. It really upsets me. It's a spray can and a little bit of leaf foliage, which is meant to cover up that pipe down there. But that can be. We'll talk about that in when we actually do a review of the building. We're obviously going to do our usual. We're going to start off with the minifigs, and then we'll go from smallest build to obviously biggest build. So we'll start off with the minifigs. Our first minifig I'm going to show off is this pilot. Her detailing is absolutely awesome. I love the torso print on the front and the back. Really cool. Love the helmet piece here too. It's really nice. She doesn't come with an alternate head, of course, but she does come with an alternate hairpiece, which is really nice. I love the fact that she comes with that. So that's really cool. Nice added detail there of, you know, coming with a different hairpiece. Really like that. We also have this guy here, who is the person who drives the speedboat. Really like the detail, the back printing. I love the sort of the yellow that they've used for this minifig. I really like it. He has really awesome face print. Again, no back print. He does come with the choice of a helmet to put on for his speedboatingness. I do like his hairpiece more, but we also, I've just dropped another plate. It's fine, I'll pick it up after. That's the torso print on the front. It was covered up by the orange life jacket because, you know, he is the speedboat driver after all. So, you know, can't be having him fall out and stuff. We then have this guy who kind of screams to me like he's sort of the warden of this place. I think he's like I don't know if it's just because I always have seen in movies and stuff that wardens are a little bit older than the usual police officers, but this is still a really nice minifig. It comes with a little cup, and I think it comes with 2 cups, and it comes with a couple flashlights. He has one of them in his hand. Oh. Excuse me. So yeah, kind of see him as like the sort of warden character, but he is still really cool. Now, we're going to move on to the prisoners. Now, I will say every single prisoner's outfit is the exact same torso print, back and front. It's really nice orange jumpsuit, but the thing that stands out with these minifigs is they come with alternate face prints, which is really cool. I don't know why I said really so many times. The more concerned look for her, and then you obviously have the more smirky, yeah, I'm about to escape, what of it look. And of course, this guy doesn't come with an extra face print. He just has a really cool hat, nice little face with a little bit of like sort of like he's been punched or he's been in a fight, you know, that's what happens in prison sometimes. Really like this woman's hairpiece. The pink hairpiece is really nice, and of course she comes with an alternate, more smirky face. And that's her more sort of I'm seriously concerned face, probably when they get caught. And then we also comes with this old man here, which is really cool. This little prisoner guy, he's cool. Love his hairpiece, love the face print. And of course he comes with no alternate face print as well, because we can't be having too many alternate face prints. And then we have this little dog minifigure. I think this mold is actually exclusive to this, or it's a new one at least. I really, really like this mold. It's really, really cute. Really cool. Now I'm going to count him as a minifig and a build. We've got the shark as well with his little Norman down teeth. It comes with one singular shark, which is really, really cool. Just a nice little added feature, just to remember that this is a prison island. I don't think I even named this set. This set is Prison Island, by the way. Lego City Prison Island. I forgot to mention that part. Comes this little dinghy here, which is really, really cool. Nice little build. I think it's a really nice thing. Obviously, this does actually float. It's a very simple build along here with the jets and the indication to make it move forward and stuff. Really cool. And then I think we'll also say about this police helicopter. I think this police helicopter is relatively nice. I'm not a complete hater of the Lego City helicopters. I think the police helicopter that comes with the one that you can interchange, comes with the submarine and the fire engine, that one that comes to, you can interchange it and stuff. I think that's probably the best helicopter we've seen. These ones are just kind of like this, which is not too bad. And then obviously you can lift it up and you've got the little control toggles there, and then a little space for the pilot to sit, for minifig to sit. Very, very cool. And then we have, this is probably my favourite build other than the main prison island, and this is the police raft boat thing. It's really, really nice details on it, really cool light on it, and nice little antenna. The sticker print, sticker detail here is really nice too. Sorry about the scratching on the windscreen. That won't actually happen for you guys, but this set has been stored on my son's Lego table because this is one that he wanted really badly. So he's been using this one and playing with this one. So that's probably how some of the pieces got lost too. If you're seeing any missing pieces, I can't really tell. Nice little storage bit, possibly to put, you know, a prisoner if they've been caught, getting taken back to the thing. Little jet engines. And in here, it is very tight, but you can fit 2 minifigs. Sat in the back and sat in the front there and stuff, which is really, really cool. Really, really awesome. Now, with all the minifigs and separate builds completely out the way, we can kind of move on to the main attraction. Now, just an overview overhaul. I'm just going to do a little look here because I won't turn it around yet because there's a lot of detail to show at the back. This is going to be a little bit more of a difficult one to show you guys here, but I'm going to try my hardest to try and show all the details I possibly can. I'll take off these 2 pieces here first because these are 2 little signs here. That obviously are both identical stickers, and they are just warning you there's a shark in the water. It's pretty nice, pretty cool little detail. Obviously you've got a little water bit around here at the edge here to, you know, give that indication that you're on an island. The nice little dock area here. I am gonna just quickly show you guys here, if I can just do it like this. There we go, look at that. So as you can see, there's this really, really nice, start at the bottom here and we'll go up. Obviously the sticker print there, and there's this really nice sort of dock area here. You've got a little safety float ring, which is really a nice piece. A little bit of greenery. Sorry again, I have dusted this the best I can, but I didn't say the F word, by the way. I said I'd say really weird like sounds, and I just realised it sounded like the F word. So anybody who's listening, I promise you I did not say the F bomb. That's the kind of things I say. I realise that sometimes it can sound like swear words, so I apologise for that. I may bleep it out anyway because you know, it may, I think it sounded a bit too similar. But yeah, so you know, this little dock area, it's really nice, built up with these little pieces here, and you can just follow it all the way around. This staircase build, by the way, genuinely, oh sorry, this for some reason this ugly rock piece, which I don't have an issue with, by the way, is for some reason very, very loose on my build. I think a few pieces are missing or something like that, but it is what it is. This staircase piece was nicely just slotted in, really nice build. People always complain, like, oh, you know, this staircase piece, how are you going to do it? You literally, if you want to make someone look like they're walking down it, you can just stick them on like that. Do you know what I mean? It's really not, it really ain't that big of a deal, you know. You can make it look like he's about to take his next step. Do you know what I mean? Like that's still nice posing. So the staircase does not bother me. I think it's a really nice way to do the staircase because it looks like a rock, and that's kind of what it is. It's meant to be like a rock carved out to lead you up to, you know, the main lobby. I am going to start with the lower level all the way through to the bottom as well. I'll start with the lower level here, and then obviously I'll show you more details on the inside after. You have some nice rock pieces, some greenery, there's that sign again, there's this really awesome tunnel bit here, which I will show you after, I'll show you more little water bits and clear pieces. That's this little clip that goes on to put the greenery on. So yeah, it's really nice little bottom level here. Really, really, really simple and really nice. So as we go up to a bit higher up on the front part of the build, you have these really nice sort of mesh pieces that act as like the fence. Really like them. They're quite nice. They're not too flexible either, which is quite nice. I really like the indication. There's also sticker details for rocks that has been placed on horrendously. That was actually my son who placed that on. He said he wanted to have a shot. I was like, okay, go for it, and then he did that. So you know, you have to forgive him. He is young. I really like the Mario vine pieces here. I'm gonna take it off and show you in this very nice silver look to show sort of the barbed wire, which is really nice. Same detail along the front here with the sort of bit leading into this sort of like courtyard room area. The entrance area here, the doors here look way too nice for the prison island. It's a bit annoying that doesn't open up fully, by the way. Never noticed that before, but is what it is. I'm not gonna complain too much. Yeah, so it's like this feels like a bit too nice, but there's a little light bit up here to, you know, indicate light and how it is. Nice little sort of entrance area that leads into the lobby. We'll look more about that when we actually look at the interior. We have this nice staircase up to lead up to the helipad, which I'll show you in a minute as well. Really nice little staircase. Love that, so cool. Really just a very nice basic staircase. I love the way they did this. This is sort of like, you know, sort of the bar that goes round, the safety bar. I like the way they did that. It's just a flexible tube, and then there's just that normal sort of staff piece that the Ninjagos use and stuff. Really nice little printed keypad here, which is really nice to indicate the door opening. This is the only cell, main cell and only cell. Nice little light to show just some detail. And this is a really nice feature here. This door is connected up by different pieces, a little vent piece there, and it actually slides open and close, which I think is it's a simple thing, but it's really nice. I really like that. And then obviously I will quickly show you that there's a blank hole here, but if you look down, there is this other foliage bit here which opens up, and as you can see, a little track there, which I will obviously show you more once we actually get to that top part up there. If we go up to here now, as you can see, we have the helipad here. Hang on, just give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Anyway, yeah, so now we have this really awesome like helipad piece, which is just put on by this little turning piece. And realistically, if you're going to be placing the helicopter on, it just kind of places on like that, you know, to indicate, you know, you can place it like that, but like realistically the way it's kind of meant to be is they slide it on like that, so it's actually got some grip to it and a little bit sort of stationary. And then obviously you have this lovely little walkway here which leads you to this open window here, which is nice. It's a nice little open window. I'll obviously show you the inside part, and it'll end like the little inside part when I show you the interior in a minute, but that's just a nice little sort of what do you call it? Nice little room. You can kind of see inside a little bit there. These details here are obviously stickers as well. And then if I just quickly raise you up a little bit higher here, you have that little room there, and then you've got this little console room with this really awesome like 3-tower window piece, which is really cool. I really like that. And then if you go even further up, you have these really cool little light pieces, which is awesome. Really cool light piece here too, and a really nice sort of antenna dish, and of course the cool little sort of antennas to indicate that you're you know, they make calls and stuff and everything like that. Sorry about that. I have to adjust my tripod, and if I do that you guys rattle around a lot. I don't want to do that to you. So yeah, as you can see, this is the area I was talking about with the open window here. This other window is also open here too, but I suppose in some ways that's kind of quite good, because like, you know, you can kind of get your big fig, you know, your human hands can kind of get in there and you can kind of play around and stuff if you want to. It just gives accessibility to this floor. I wouldn't recommend jumping off there though into the courtyard. I'm sure some prisoners may have thought about it though. Really nice build of a coffee machine here. It's actually a really simple, nice build. I'm a fan of that little tiny sort of unique build. It's really cool. Nice little croissant, and I believe that's a potted plant or a tomato. It's one of the two. I'm not 100% sure, but it's still a nice little thing to have there. Nice little, this little table there too, which is cool. Then if you kind of go up here, this is the sort of, in fact, you know what, actually, here, this is cool because this entire piece here is only held on by a few studs here. So I'm actually just going to quickly bring this closer so you can see this top part a little bit easier rather than me having to adjust my tripod all the damn way again. This is a nice little spinny chair, very simple. I think that's where I put the warden. Feel like the camera screen there too, which shows that that's where, you know, that's where this camera obviously leads to this room, connects to the screen. And nice little donut, mouse and a nice little keyboard, which is really cool. And yeah, it's a nice little inside, and obviously that's the top part again. So, you know, just slots on nicely like that. Okay, so now this actually is where the spray can is located, but I'm going to try and see if I can actually just lift there we go, just very carefully. I don't know if you can see there's like a little split piece here. I'll explain that in a minute, which is a really cool little thing. You know, we have the frog reference here, which is really, really cool, little frog. And there's lots of space back here, but like you can't really, as a big fig as yourself, sorry, I just called myself as a human, you can't really get all the way back behind there to kind of have that sort of play. So like it's a little bit annoying. I know kids have smaller hands, so some of them might be able to fit in, but you're realistically going to be using probably the first sort of 4 studs here to place a minifig if you are placing one down here. There's not a lot of headspace either. It is quite a tight squeeze, but it's nice to see the sort of detail interior. You can kind of see at the back there, you've got like little boxes and stuff like that at the back there. You've got like the frog, more boxes. You've got this really nice build for a washing machine, which is cool. Obviously, you can see the pipe again, which is kind of cool. You can see it like that, but that I'll show you that in a minute. A little bit of water on the floor there to maybe indicate that it's flooding. And then if you look at the back here, oh my goodness, it's going to be so difficult to get into here. I think you can kind of see it there. Yeah, there you go. That's a nice sticker there. Just some more details, some graffiti on the wall there, and a nice little sort of showing you what you need to do for washing the clothes. Really, really like that. It's really, really, really cool. And then if you just come up one level here, and this is the courtyard, the inside part of the courtyard. We've got a nice little sort of indication of a basketball hoop, and then you also have this little lift up piece here, which is really cool, and that is what I'm talking about with the play feature, which I will show you now. You just open that up, and then in that little hole you place a minifig, and the minifig, if I actually just drop him in, you drop him in like that, and he falls straight out. And it doesn't actually ever get stuck. Well, he kind of didn't come out the full way there, but you know, that's still fine. But that's a nice little sort of play feature there of an escape. You know, you just pop him in there and you'll just oh, I should actually get him in. And you know, he just slides straight back out as you saw down there. So yeah, pretty cool. Nice little sort of indication. There's a camera up here as well, nice little camera piece that can look into the courtyard, which is really, really cool. And then if you slide it on over here, we have the main lobby area, and over here it looks like this is kind of where like the dog goes, which is kind of nice. That's where the police dog goes, just a little bed for him there. So you've got the pair of handcuffs there, you've got a nice little mat there. Really nice door to the courtyard. I love the little prison cell doors. And as you can see, there is some details, nice little sticker there, some donuts and stuff you can kind of see there, which is really, really cool. And then there's also a wanted poster here on this side, which is really cool too. So, you know, nice little details like that. And yeah, really cool. Now, if you move up another one, hang on, I'll just give you 1 second. It's a little bit different here. This is the main and only cell room. I'll show you the bottom part in a wee minute. But this is a really, really nice little cell room. I really, really like it. You've got the nice little sort of sticker on there of like a skull thing, which is cool. Nice little toilet build with some extra toilet roll and a cup. And you have on this side, you've got you know, some more like stickers which indicate graffiti and stuff, which is cool. Sorry about the focus there on the camera. Then if you lift this bed up, you can get easier access to the bed. Get easier access to the bottom bed. There's no studs on it, so you can either modify it or realistically, I know the police officer would never sleep in there, but I'm just gonna use her as like a, I'll use her as a just a bunk sleeper with us in here. So you put that down, she's just sleeping on there with her annoying hairpiece. You can have the other person sleeping like that. It's a fairly simple sleeping sort of, it's a very simple build, it's quite awesome. But if you lift that up and then lift this bit up, you can see there's a nice little sticker here to indicate a escape plan. And then obviously the mug must have been used to dig a hole down into here, which leads to down here. This really awesome little mining facility. Maybe I left it like a old abandoned mine that used to be around and now it's not, and they're using that to escape. Nice little crystal back there, and then a nice little bit that you can slide along this. Explosive dynamite, which is fine. Little web with a spider on it, you know, just kind of usual stuff that Lego City do. But you, I would say the best thing you can do with this is if you pop it out, I'll just quickly show you this right now as well. Look, this little build, it's very nice, very simple, nice little sort of minecart. And then if you just plop whatever character you desire, if I actually can get his legs to sit in, there we go. Just kind of sit him in, have him sat like that, you plop him back in like this, and then the indication would be that, you know, he flies, oh hang on, I need to actually get him on, there we go, he just slides out and he would like smash through the rubble like that, and he would just flop in and he would probably just kind of float around for a wee minute, or have that little dinghy that's included with it, you know, come and collect him and come and take him back. So yeah, very nice little details and very nice interior altogether. A pretty cool thing, pretty cool feature to be honest, that I'd say, oh, get away helicopter, is that to make it a little bit easier to access sort of certain areas or certain rooms, or if you maybe just want to do it anyway, you actually can pop this. This is going to be a pain in the bum. You just kind of unpop it, and as you can see, it actually is to give you better access in some ways. I think it's just to give you better access to the dog, to the dogs, what do you call it? The dogs, why am I being absolutely silly right now? The dog's room, there we go. Also, this Technic pin is actually supposed to be, you know what, we're just going to leave it in like that, it's fine. So yeah, it's like, you know, it's a cool little sort of way to do it. You can pop it out. I don't really think there's any way you can kind of have it that won't make it look weird. I mean, you know what I mean? Like I don't think it's really supposed to be posable. There's no other Technics pins or Technic holes to pop this in. I think it is literally just to kind of give you that sort of, maybe it's an easier way to store it, or an easier way to move it, or an easier way to play with it. Like, you know, you can have one section be played with, the other section be played with. I'm not 100% sure the need for this. It's like I say, it's cool that you get better access to the lobby by taking off this piece, so you can get your hands in a bit easier like that to do stuff as well, which is quite cool. But like, I'm not too sure what, other than just to give you access to the dogs bit, which you don't actually constantly need access to, because realistically there's like, you know, you just put the dog, if you want to have a dog in, you put him in, you want to have him standing, you have him standing. Do you know what I mean? There's not really much else you can do with the dog in this, in it. But again, you want it, if you don't really want it like that, you just line up all the pieces again and you slide it back together, and then you've got your full island back again. So yeah, that's it. This has been the Lego City Prison Island. I absolutely love this set. This set is so cool, but there's definitely things that, you know, like with all Lego sets that could maybe have been done slightly different. Maybe could have given us another cell at least, because like you can't really, I know it's not really meant to, but this comes with 4 inmates, and you can have like 2 in the actual prison cell and then 2 in the courtyard. Yeah, cool, but like, you know, if you're if you're like my kid, or like with me and my kid when we're playing, quite often he's like, oh, you know, I have to sleep in the courtyard. And it's like, no, you meant to sleep in the room. There's only 2 beds. And, you know, it doesn't really make sense for there to be only 2 beds in a prison jail cell that has 4 inmates. But again, that's a tiny little thing that I've got an issue with. And it's not a big one. Really enjoyed this set. Really enjoyed reviewing this set. I definitely think it's one of the more cooler and unique sets. I'm just going to try and bring this up a little bit so you can see a bit more of it. Push it back maybe even a wee bit. Just get a bit of a better view of it. You can't, like, it's funny because, like, see when I'm doing my Lego Daily Bugle review, it's going to be so much more difficult to get it in shot, but I will figure it all out. But yeah, this has been this set. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you are new. And I will make sure that I continue to make random reviews like this. I've got a couple more. I've got loads actually of different Lego sets still to do reviews on that I own. And I've got loads of new sets arriving, like I did, you know, like I've got new sets arriving constantly as well, which is cool. So hopefully some more new sets will be getting reviewed as well. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next review /video/whatever I do. Goodbye.